Hey guys and gals and whoever else watches my videos. How you doing on this Tuesday night? Kind of like a quote from Spencer's Lawn Care, like, how you doing on this beautiful Monday morning or whatever? But it's Tuesday here, so how you doing on this cold Tuesday night, I should say, because it is around. I can give you a good camera shot. You probably can't even see it, but it's around 9:05. Kind of getting a video out late. Just sitting in my bed here on my smart TV, trying to find something good to watch on YouTube. I'm going to call this video probably Boring Tuesday or whatever. Because as soon as I got home, I worked a little bit later. Well, not a. I worked a little bit later than at work today. Did a little bit of extra stuff. So, got home. Just kind of just been lazy ever since I got home. It's just so bitterly cold. I just don't want to do anything. Went out and gave my dog some like sloppy Joe junk we had. I don't know. It's been sitting in the fridge for a while. It's actually been sitting in the fridge for a couple days, so I decided why not to get rid of it. Well, actually, my mom decided why not get rid of it. She wanted to go out there, so I was like, okay. Might as well go out there, check on the dog and everything. She's doing good. Just cold. I think everybody's just cold. That's the biggest thing. Everybody is just tired of this cold weather and everything. And just, I heard next week's supposed to be nice, which will be a good thing. Like, not nice, but up in the 30s, which is better than what we've been having. Like the freaking third. Sorry guys, I'm watching Bruce do. Bruce do. He's a funny YouTuber. So, yeah, just went out there. Cold. Everybody's just cold from this weather. Next week's going to be in the 30s, which will be good instead of having some negatives. So, that'll be a bit better. So, I actually don't have much to talk about today except for like my speaker's still working that I bought. Used it in my car today. Well, this morning. I listen to music in the mornings. Kind of listen to music on the way home too, because I used to like technically break the rules and like pull over and kind of. I'm not a text and drive type person. I'm not that stupid, but I like talk to her, and then like I would, because I have like a couple stops and I gotta stop, so I like stop at a stop sign, be kind of talking to her or whatever, talking to my ex. I should to specify, but it all depends on the day, because some days the day she had to work. I mean, usually I just listen to music on my way to work, listen to music on my way home from work, so. Yeah. Didn't do anything special tonight. Just been sitting at home, like I said. It's kind of like a lazy Tuesday or like, whatever. I worked pretty hard at work today. I would say I think I work pretty hard every day. There are some days where I'm just, I don't know. Work's work. You can't really say how work's gonna go. I mean, just gotta take things day by day. I mean, you never know what work could bring one day from the next. It could be a hard day, could be an average day, could be an easy day. You don't get many like just average days, so there's always something that pops up that I end up doing. But yeah, my car's running good out there. I mean, it struggles to start in the morning, but like not like where it's having problems. It's just due to the cold. I had to get gas today because my gas light came on. probably not the best decision to run it low on gas, especially when it's this cold. Like I should at least keep it at least at like a quarter tank. Like if it's at a quarter tank, I should like say, okay, I should fill this thing up because when it's this cold, I mean, it helps to keep at least a half a quarter tank or at least a quarter tank, I would say, in your vehicle because just to prevent anything from freezing up or whatever. I don't know, like, I don't think new modern vehicles can really freeze up. I'm not a car person though. I think that older vehicles, like, if you didn't, like, during this cold, they would run into issues because they used to have carburetors and everything. But I don't know, I'm not a vehicle person. So, yeah. Glad I have my heated blanket too. This ain't my heated blanket, it's my oh, excuse me, guys. Just got done eating pizza. I'm a big pizza guy. Pizza and burgers. If y'all know me, I'm a pizza and burgers type of person. That's one thing that really got my ex kind of interested in me. Like, wow, you and your pizza rolls. Yeah. So I got my heated blanket on. It's on hot. I keep it right at the bottom. This house am I going to keep warm? I only have like 3 blankets. They're not even flannel blankets though. It's like the top sheet the bed comes with. The heated blanket. I think I've been running on this ever since I met her. Like, not ever since I met her, ever since she bought it for me, because she bought it for me kind of when winter was just approaching. So I think I've been using it ever since I met her. I think. I can't even remember at this point, guys. So. Lazy Tuesday. Or Kickback Tuesday. I should actually start doing, like, videos where I tell you guys stories of when I was younger and stuff. Like, taking tomorrow's video, like, I should do, like, a story or something of when I was younger, because I used to tell my ex stories about me when I was younger. Like, I don't think I told her many stories about me when I was younger, but I don't know. Like, I want to get more in depth with you guys, but like I said, just because of the YouTube thing and everything, like, going on YouTube and talking to you guys about things is different than actually, like, keeping something private, like things that I want to keep private that I don't even want anybody else knowing about, because anybody can go to fucking YouTube. This ain't private. Like, the thing is, like, having a relationship, it felt good to, like, tell somebody, like, just things that I knew she wouldn't, like, tell anybody else. Like, she would tell me things I'm not going to tell anybody else, or I wouldn't tell anybody else. And it just felt really good, because she would, like, name names or talk specific details of what happened at work, and I would tell her specific details of what happened at my work, which I can't do on YouTube here because red flags and I could get in trouble for it and all that shit. I don't know. It's just like, you can't go into detail about, like, that's any job. You can't, like, go publicly and start, like, saying how you feel, like, oh, I feel this way about this person, or this person pissed me off at work. Because that's one thing I learned from when I applied at Hy-Vee. They always warned us about that. Like, hey, be careful of what you post to our Facebook, or even what you post to your personal Facebook, or videos you post to your personal Facebook, or if you run YouTube, be careful what you post there. Because the HR manager at the time at Hy-Vee was telling us about, like, certain people that were fired from Hy-Vee for, like, which I find impossible to get fired from Hy-Vee, but there are people who have gotten fired from Hy-Vee, believe it or not. You can get fired from any job, but he was telling us when I first got hired there that, like, when we were doing, like, the process, I don't know, it was like going through your processing, like, stuff you had to know before you got hired, basically. Like, he was telling us, like, certain people that got fired for posting things to, like, one person was fired for posting a video to their own Facebook, and they were naming employee names and stuff and saying, "Oh, my manager is like a dick and shit," and they were saying like, "Oh, this coworker, I can't fucking stand them. They don't do any fucking work." Well, it's that's the thing. Like, you got to know there's a time and a place to say that, and saying it publicly on like YouTube or saying it publicly on your Facebook, it's like, are you stupid? Like, of course, I did that in high school a few times, like, or in my phone percent shit, but I did that in school a few times. I publicly broadcasted how I felt about things, or like, I got in trouble a few different times. Like, one time I talked about people on the bus, named names. Talked about this kid who deleted everything off my phone. Like, not everything off my phone, but he deleted photos off my phone because I took pictures of him and shit. I don't remember how all that shit went down, but yeah, you kind of learn from it. Like, there's certain things like you can't be posting to YouTube and you can't be saying on YouTube, or you can't be saying to like your Facebook or something. That's the thing I kind of wish life wasn't totally like that, because I want to get into depth like I used to do with her, like I do with other people. I want to get into depth, talk about how I really, really feel, but it's just not the place to do it. YouTube's not the place to do it. Or Facebook. My Facebook isn't the place in a private conversation, yeah, but it's not the place to be broadcasting it publicly or whatever. Even if you don't name names, like, you know, I was even warned of that at Hy-Vee. Even if you don't name names specifically, when you're like sitting there bashing your worker, like, it's just not the right thing to do, from just kind of like something I guess I learned or something I pick up on. It's not the right place, or not the right place to broadcast out how you feel or whatever. Well, I don't know how to say it, guys. There's just, like I said 10 seconds ago, there's a good time and a good place for everything. So, yeah. No vacuum cleaner updates. Everything in my room's the same. Because, like I said, I got home and I was just lazy tonight. Ate some pizza. Me and my pizza addiction, and made a Whopper last night from Burger King because I had to go to Mason. So, I think I said that in last night's video, but yeah, so lazy Tuesday. Gonna watch some Bruce too. Probably get ready for bed here soon. I never really wear pajamas. I mean, I kind of just like shower in the mornings or whatever. Or kind of shower before I go to bed or whatever. So, I don't know. I'll probably take a shower yet here too, and then go to bed. I mean, even though it's the mips of winter, I know a lot of people like they sleep with a fan on. I sleep with my shirt off. I just wear, yeah, I sleep with my shirt off. Even though it's winter now, it could be like negative 50 degrees out, and I'd still sleep with my shirt off because I got blankets. I just cover up. I'm kind of weird, but there are weird people. Like, some people always sleep with a fucking fan on, which I don't get when it's this cold. I know one person, they sleep with a fan on even though it's this, like, even though it's this cold, they still have a fan on. I'm just like, okay. But everybody's different. That's what makes us all interesting. That's what makes us all human. Like, we're not all meant to be the same. If we were all the same, life would suck. I know we wish we could be all the same. We wish we could meet somebody who is exactly like us, but we gotta have people that are different. We gotta have differences, like in relationships and anything. We all have to be different, because if you meet somebody that's exactly the same as you, it's just not gonna work out, because you gotta have things different. I don't know how to explain. I think there's this episode of Arthur once. If you've never seen Arthur, it's a PBS Kids show. I think there's this episode I remember watching when I was younger of like Arthur or something. I think it was his sister DW. Like, there was a bunch of DWs and which is fucking scary. If you've ever seen that show, his sister DW is fucking annoying, but I should be cussing because I could get red flagged for that. But his sister DW is annoying. And like she has like a dream or something of everybody being a DW. And she finds out like, oh my gosh, I'm kind of a jerk. But it's not to show you that I don't know. This kind of shows you like, we're all meant to be different. Would be crazy if we were all the same. So, yeah. I think that's going to be it for tonight's video, you guys. I haven't had really much interesting stuff happen. I usually don't have much interesting stuff in my life happen. Like, I'm not an interesting guy. I'm not. I'm not like an interesting guy that's always out doing stuff for everything. I've always been kind of secluded. I even told my ex that like I never ever went out once a week. I never went out that much. I was always an at-home person here. Never really went out that much. I told her, after I met her, I've never been out once a week. I never went out. So, of course I went out, but I said I was always secluded. I never did anything. I don't hang out with friends or anything. Even before this COVID, I never did anything. So, like, I never hung out with friends or nothing. I never really did anything. And that's what I was telling her. It felt really good to have you and do stuff. Because even before COVID, I never did anything and I still never do nothing. So, that's going to be it for tonight's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to check my YouTube thing and see how many more of you guys are subscribing. Because I can tell. I think it bumped up, so you guys are subscribing, which I'm happy for. So, like, subscribe, and still trying to think of a good ending logo. So, for now, just have a good night.